So thanks for joining me again. We're currently in Selby, and we are, as you can see, on a street corner. We're here actually helping a friend of ours move into his house, so we're doing one or two bits of work for him and just basically helping him out. So looking back at the last few weeks then, as you know, we spent some time down at the fabricators making bathroom units and also the finishing the units in the corridor. If you can remember what these looked like from the walk around, they had no fronts on them, it was very dark and dingy, and basically we've got that now completed, so here it is. So one of the first jobs I've had to do this morning is this has been a hardwood top step to actually step onto his bed. Again, this is reclaimed timber, believe it or not. I was working down in Soho in London, and we stripped out a Japanese restaurant, and all the tables in there, all these hardwood tops. So I claimed a couple of the the table tops, and I don't know, they sat in my garage for about 6 months or whatever, and then we started doing the camper, and then obviously I started using one or two bits in the camper. So yeah, it's being a lift on lift off step at the moment, but what we're going to need to do, I need to fix this side with the cupboards. So what I really need to do now is to get this on a hinge. So no hard and fast ways about doing this, but I've cut the sides on the saw next door, on the bench saw, and then I've just got the still saw to form the back edge, and then just these corners now I'm going to have to do with the jigsaw. So, and then we're going to put an hinge on here, we're going to satin varnish this, and then it can go back on there, can actually build off this side of the steps. So yeah, that's where we are. Okay, I've cut that out and cleaned it up. Now I've just got the harrisses to take off. Like I said, this step is going to be hinged. I did have some hinges, which these I think have come from Soundfx, but to be looking at them, they're garbage. So I have been looking around the workshop here, and I have found a stainless steel hinge, heavy duty. So that's going to be more substantial. So I just need to drill this and get it fixed, basically. Drill it and countersink it, and that's going to be much better to take our weight. Right, I think that will do. I made a couple of small mistakes. I countersunk the hinge a little bit too deep. I'm using the 3.5s, so I've had to put some 4 8mm head screws in there, just with the brushing really. So I think it's time to sit this in place and maybe have a cup of tea and chill out a little, I think. Right, okay, tea time then. Right guys, so as I've just mentioned, I'm really under pressure to get this finished this week. Today's Thursday, and it's turned 3 PM, and really I've got to get this something like by tomorrow, and I've got a threshold to fit for my daughter tomorrow, which means, you know, travelling from Sheffield into Barnsley on the motorbike and doing some work there. So we really want this done by Friday evening. So again, right, I'm not on the camera that much, but I am on the tools. So basically this was just a timber framed lightweight plywood in between. This had 1/2 inch ply for the draw runners here. I'm just building basically the framework out with this MDF, so it's 1/2 inch MDF I'm putting on here. I'm building out some of the cheeks as well to mount the hinges. I'll do the same up there, and so on. So yeah, so I'm basically cutting MDF down into strips, taking off the harrisses, smoothing off the edges, and then gluing and pinning it back. And then by tonight I'm hoping that I can have the drawer fronts all cut. I think we're going to router them out, so they're going to be raised and fielded panels, a little bit like what I'm doing in the bathroom. Yeah, I'm just under pressure to, like I said, I don't want to get it all complete, but if I can get it to a stage where Helen can paint it, and then while we away we can like just do little bits, tweaking, finishing, then I'm happy with that. But like I said, just at the moment I just need to make use of the joiner's workshop while we're here this week. So right, the steps in now. So this is what I did. That's all in. I have give it a coat of satin varnish just to help seal it, that's all. It is going to need sanding down a couple more coats, but that will get done at some point. Right, okay. Oh, it started raining now as well, so that's not helping matters. Alright, no worries. So what I've done then with the doors, 18mm MDF, routed out, cut out the centres with the router, took off the harrisses just to give them a slight curve with the router, routed out the back, and then what I'm left with is a relatively lightweight door. 8mm MDF sheet, cut that out again with a saw, and that fits in here now. So what I'm going to do is just glue these panels into here, run on with beader glue. I could use a decorative panel in here as well. You could even vinyl panel or whatever, so it gives you loads of options to work with, really. A nice snug fit, and that's what we're looking at basically. So a raised and fielded panel. Right, okay, that's all the drawer fronts done, and the cupboard fronts. Well, it's nice to see that, you know, finally after all these years, finally we're getting, you know, some finishes on. So yeah, it's looking all right. Right, okay. So again, with the handles, I've made myself a jig with a centre line. It makes it much easier for the doors. Saves marking them and getting them slightly out. Just one feature what I've put into this wardrobe here is a small leaf here, and then obviously the big leaf comes this way. Thinking about it, if I set that equally, then it would have been really tight to get the door open here. So, you know, just common sense really. So a small leaf, so you can open that, you can stand here, and then obviously we can open the big leaf if need be, if we need both doors open. And of course you can get out what you want. You can close that by standing here and then off you go. So so yeah, Helen's just gone for the catches for the doors. We're going to put mesh in this door just up here. So this door is where we, well, up till now we've been keeping the motorcycle helmets, and because this is where above the fridge, we want the heat from the fridge to actually warm the camper rather than it go to waste. So again, to keep the air circulation, we're going to put some wire mesh in here of some description. Again, it will make a nice feature as well, you know what I mean. So it's dual purpose. It's there for a feature, and it's there for the air circulation. The kitchen at the moment, the bathroom at the moment is like a bomb site. So we've not really done much in here yet. I've got units made. I'll just tilt you down a little bit. There you go. So the bathroom at the moment hasn't got the units in. The units are painted, so hopefully we're going to see that very shortly. So I'm going to start fitting them after we've got this area sorted here, and then I'm on to fitting these. So yeah, we're just really busy at the moment. So. Ooh, it's wet out there. Right, you'll like this one I found, love. What do you think? Love it. Got some steel. You know this needs venting, this cupboard up here. So I've just been into the workshop again, and I'll just put this in here there, hopefully it should fit. It's a bit of a tight fit, but it's gone. But yeah, look at that for. So we're just doing another piece of vinyl wrap. Just a piece of 6mm ply, and this is for bottom of the bed. So so that's the blanket box, what's currently being used for bits and bobs. But if I put this down here, you can see the desired effect, and it just finishes it off. And that's going to be screwed on there, and obviously this will close here like so, and so on. This is incidentally just a temporary top at the moment. We are looking for an hardwood top to put on here, or some nice timber, but yeah, we'll get around to that at some point. So we've managed to get a nice finish on the cupboard front. This is the initial fascia is 1/2 inch MDF, The doors are 18mm MDF and then recessed with an 8mm panel. So the top cupboard here just pulls down, and that's on catchers. It had to pull down obviously because of this rake in the roof. I've mentioned already about the split doors just here. So we've got a large door and the smaller door, and obviously, you know, because of the space, and that's why we have the small door. Helmet cupboard. The mesh has worked really nice in that. Down below then we've got 4 drawers. These doors are extra, these drawers are extra deep, so we've got plenty of storage in these. We've got the under fridge drawer, which again, it's extra deep, so there's plenty of storage in there. This little cupboard in the bottom corner here, this is where I tend to keep just my working clothes and the toolbox for the camper really. So that's worked out really nice. And again, the step. Like I said, I did mention about this being a lift on, lift off step, and one of the first of us were to make this into an easy access step. So you know, that again, that works nice. It's got the satin varnish on there now, so that's really nice. So we've still got the entrance panel to do. We've got the vinyl for this. I need to change the configuration of the dials and that up here, which is going to be, I'm basically going to cut this area out. The fire extinguisher is going to move over onto this cupboard, cut this out, and then we'll have a nice decorative panel on there with the new dials on there. I'm changing certainly one of these dials, which is the water tank. This is it's a motor-owned one, and when you press it, it tells you basically you've got 4 lights on there. One's for full, one's for empty, and the other 2 are somewhere in between, but it's not accurate enough for us. With having 400 litres on board, we really need to know, you know, have we got 250 litres left, or have we got 150 litres left, you know what I mean? So we're changing that. So like I said, I've got to cut this out and rejig this, and that will be a blessing when we get this done. Now the vinyl what we're using on this wall is the same vinyl as what we're using on this door here. So when the door is actually in its open but closed position, the walls will match. So that will be a nice feature on there. Slightly different vinyl on this rear section down here. We've got this painted, ready to take the vinyl. I've just got some work to do down at lower level and just filling this little hole here. So yeah, overall we're pleased with it. I would like to have shown you it complete with the vinyl on here, but we are sort of like away from the workshop now, and we're busy helping some friends move into the house, and we just haven't got time. And I will basically wanted to get a video out this Friday for you, just to show what we have been doing. The bathroom, we've got some units in the bathroom, but again it's not complete. We need to get back to the workshop, we need some work, you know, and finish the work in there. So yeah, we've still got a little bit of work to do in the bathroom. So yeah, overall we're pleased, and I hope, you know, again, I hope that you enjoy seeing work that we do, and you know, please like and share. You know, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there doing jobs like this, so yeah, if you know anyone, just share it please. Same again, comments, stick them down below, and thanks very much, and we'll see you next week.